but we begin with that massive explosion in Sterling, Virginia. It happened on Silver Ridge Drive, just a few blocks from Seneca Ridge Middle School. Our Katie Glusso just got an update from the fire department. But first, my co-anchor Lorenzo Hall is leading us off tonight from the scene with some very sad news. So.
Yeah, Les, this is certainly not the news you want on a Friday night at all, actually. We just heard from the Assistant Loudoun County Fire Chief a short time ago, James Williams, and he's confirming that one firefighter did die because of this, what you're looking at right here. A home, it is just gone. Think about that. On a Friday night, a lot of folks heading into the holiday weekend, there was a reported gas leak in the area. Firefighters responded to check it out. And then just moments later, the home exploded, and you can see right there just nothing left. Debris is just everywhere in the trees, on top of cars. And now the assistant fire chief here in Loudoun County confirming again that one firefighter did die after this explosion. 9 firefighters are injured. 2 civilians are also injured. All of these people transported to the hospital after this explosion. But you're looking at some of our images earlier, I believe from Sky 9. And again, just imagine right there was a large family home, and now there is nothing. A lot of people on this scene tonight responding here, multiple jurisdictions. You have, again, Loudoun County Fire, Fairfax County Fire, the ATF here on scene as well. I spoke with a gentleman who lives in this home behind me. He says he was asleep at around 8:20 tonight, and he heard a loud explosion. He had no idea what was going on. And then he said that he's still shaken up. I talked with him roughly an hour ago, and he said he's just traumatized by this because he did not know what was happening, and he walked out of his door, and you can see some of this right here. We're just yards away from that home, and you can see the insulation is still just blown throughout this neighborhood. Debris pretty much everywhere. Everyone in shock, not knowing what was going on. But here on scene, it is eerily quiet. There was a lot of smoke a little earlier. It has since subsided, but fire investigators are just going through that scene, just trying to figure out how this started. That will be key to their investigation. Now, as I mentioned before, there are a lot of people in this neighborhood who are just trying to figure out what's happening. They saw the smoke from miles away. They felt their homes rattling from miles away. They headed to this scene. My colleague, Katie Glusso, spoke with some of them a short time ago as well. And Katie, what are they telling you?
Yeah, I spoke to someone who was actually a few blocks away just a short time ago, and he told me he thought there was an explosion right in his yard. He was 2 blocks away, so the magnitude of this, huge. You can see a lot going on still here. We are a little further down away from where you are, Lorenzo, and we actually just spoke to the chief. You could see tears, watering up in his eyes as he told us the news of what happened. I know you already mentioned, but 9 people injured, a firefighter killed. So obviously we were hoping to learn more about who that firefighter was, but you heard from the chief, absolutely devastating to have this happen. So many people in this community just completely shaken up by this. A lot of them standing out here on the street. I'm going to try to take you a little bit closer so you can get a little bit more of a look. You can see an ambulance down here. So a lot of work still to be done, but I want you to listen to what the chief said when we spoke to him just in the last 5 minutes.
When I addressed the group of firefighters, I said this is the worst call that we can respond to, and this is a time where we need to support each other and hold each other up.
So really you can hear how upset he is, how upset so many people out here. I was talking to another man before who used to be a firefighter. He's now retired. He was telling me he lives in Prince William County. He made the trip over here when he started hearing what had unfolded. He wanted to be here to show support to the other firefighters and emergency crews here on scene. We're going to keep talking to neighbors and keep trying to get more information for you. But for now, let's send it back to you over there on the other side, Lorenzo.
Katie, truly a reminder of the dangers of this job, especially for many of our firefighters who are working to respond to scenes like this and some of our neighbors. I want to give you another look one more time because you can see, again, they're just going through some of the rubble over there just to collect as much as they can for this investigation. Assistant Chief Williams, again, telling us moments ago that they're just going to be here throughout the night trying to figure out how this started. And at the same time, a lot of them are dealing with the loss of one of their own, a firefighter here, and multiple injuries as well. A lot of those firefighters taken to the hospital after responding to this scene here on Silver Ridge Drive. But again, a reported gas leak at roughly 7 o'clock tonight. Moments later, you had a gas explosion. We talk about an explosion rather following that gas leak. But again, the investigation is just beginning tonight. Les, I'll send it back to you.
And it's just such a sad reminder that when the rest of us are running away from danger, Our first responders are running toward it, and sometimes tragedy, sadly tragedy, happened tonight. All right, thank you, Zoe. We'll check back in a little bit later.